Hi guys, I'm Chi. Hope you're all doing well today. The video I'm about to play for you guys to watch is the video of that very NYSC girl, the girl that was brutalized in Anambra State by those vigilantes, Udogachi. well, maybe some of you know the details, and maybe as well, maybe you don't know the full details what happened. But I'll play guys the video. Then you watch it till the end, because if you don't watch it till the end, you might miss all necessary points. Okay, all right. So if you're here for the first time, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. And you see, the way they recruit people into security jobs, like police, army, vigilante, they need to checkmate it very well, review it well, because it looks like they keep pouring in people that are not supposed to be there, people of questionable characters, thugs, touts, name them all. People that don't even have passion for the job. They don't understand what human rights is all about. The moment they handle the gun, they see themselves like gods above the law. All right, guys, watch this part, okay? Then I'll play the next part later.
On that very day, they were in their lodge, charging their devices, and two of them were teachers marking scripts and doing their school assignments. Where these men suddenly they were barging on the door, and Jennifer in question was trying to open the door, and they just kicked the door in, kicked the door and barged in, and it almost hit her face. And everybody was scared. These are very, very young people. They were scared. When these men in question were masked. Most of them were masked on mufti with guns. So you could imagine how scared these young kids were. And they were trying to inquire, who are you guys, please? Who are you? Why would you just barge into the door? And they said, who are you? All of you, come with us. And they were trying to inquire, who are you people? They wouldn't identify themselves. They didn't give any identification. And they were just saying, come down, come with us, come to us. You're all thieves. You're all Yahoo people. What are you people doing here? Come with us. And they were trying to identify themselves that, we are not Yahoo people. Well, we don't know what you're talking about. We are coppers. They brought their ID cards. They were even showing them, because of course it was their room, and they were showing them their uniform and documents and all of those things. And they said, it's not possible we just make up these things. We are actually coppers, and this is a coppers lodge. They wouldn't get anything. They wouldn't get any of it. And they were trying to push them. And of course, at the end of the day, when they're trying to drag them downstairs, one of the, especially Jennifer said, this was why they actually pounced on her, As she said, she insisted that if you must take us, they had to seize their gadgets. In the act, it was like a raid. They took their gadgets, their phones, and all of those things. And Jennifer was insisting that, please, if you must take us anywhere, would you allow us to call our AGI? Because we don't know who you are. We're not sure. We're not sure who you really are, and we don't know where you're taking us to. Can you please extend us the courtesy to call our AGI? She said, I will not leave here until you let me call my LGI. And this started molesting her. And of course, one of them met one of the guys and said, well, this now you do this kind of things, even though people are coppers, now you try to say you can settle. It's not like that. People just rule peace, those kind of language, it means to extort them. But they would not have any of that. And they said, okay, please, let us call our AGI. We're coppers, we don't have money. We don't have money, so let us call our agent. I'm sure this whole thing will be resolved if it's money or something you're looking for. But Jennifer kept insisting that we will not live here. I personally will not live here until you allow me call my AGI. And that's when they started pouncing on her. And they made comments, derogatory comments, that who are you to speak? You're even a girl. Some of which was spoken in Igbo language. You're even a lady who gives you the right to speak to us and to speak to us. And they started beating her. And so she said, okay, please, let me change it to something appropriate. Let me put on pants. Let me put on pants, trousers. What I'm putting on is not too nice. I don't even know where I'm going to. And they said, oh, that thing you're trying to cover, we will see it today. We will molest you, we will beat you up, we will rape you, kill you and dump you, and nobody could say anything. That is what they said. Nobody can say anything. So it was really, really terrible. And that's how they pounced on her. You see, if you noticed, it's quite sad, because one of them was in the bathroom where they barged into the room, and they were not able to get his own phone. So this guy was the guy that was able to record them. Now, if you noticed, these guys were so passionate, they were so into the molestation and the harassment of this girl that they couldn't even notice that something very close to them was taking video. So let you know how evil, how intentional, how deliberate they were in molesting this young lady. And while they were doing that, some of the guys, there are about four guys there, they tried to intervene to say, please. And if you know, another part of the video, which was uploaded by the Haven 360 Foundation, they've been immensely helpful in this matter. And you could see that one of the guys were like trying to tell, please, will you please stop? That's a girl, will you stop? And they cocked the gun at him. And one of them chased him with gun. One of the security operatives chased him with gun and said, if anybody else speaks, if anybody talks, they are going to kill the person. So it was only one particular girl. There's another lady who was now insisting that, please, she's a lady, please, she's a lady. And that's why they started attacking her. To the pistol whipped her, used guns on her to whip her, to beat her, to use sticks. You can see on her leg, use sticks on her body, on her lips. One of them even punched her because she was the only lady that wanted to speak out. So it was not even just on this girl, it was on the persons, this Jennifer and this particular girl who spoke out that they dealt with. Now, of course, we have all the videos. For some of them are very, very gory, which we wouldn't want to release to the public now, and we're just following the matter as it goes. We see how it goes. But honestly, you could see it was gory. It was really horrible. It was really, really horrible. Jennifer was absolutely naked. She was stripped naked, dragged in the pool of her own blood into the vehicle. The other guys, they had to follow to see to ensure that she's protected.
So, Mr. Honor,
and that's it. They got to their secretariats.
So. We had Mr. Ken Emekai, who's a special advisor to Governor Soludo on community security, on the show yesterday, as you saw yourself. And he was saying, when we asked him, so where are those men? What has been done to them? He said that they have the internal disciplinary mechanism and it's currently ongoing, that the men have been stepped down in some sense. Do you buy any of that? And is that what you expect? Is that really the redress that you're seeking for your client?
Not at all. You see, when they got to the secretariat, this Wobbly, because one of them, I think the police PPR and even Mr. Ken was insinuating or was alleging that these girls were not forthcoming. The girl in particular was not forthcoming. That's why they couldn't go on with the investigation. That's not true. That's not true at all. In fact, when they got to the secretariat, these people were still even firing guns in the air to further intimidate them. It was one of the inspectors, the local inspectors that came from the NYSC, and okay, please allow them go, and that's how they let them go. The next day, they went to the LGI's office. It was the LGI that invited them. Operatives from, I think officers from this Aguna Chamber vigilante group were there, and they were trying to urge them, give them 10,000 naira, some of them 10,000 naira as hush money. And one of them met one of the girls, Munachim, and I was telling her, you see this whole thing, it's best you guys just lie low, just keep this whole thing, you know how this whole thing can go. In fact, assuming you guys had, was trying to make advances to her to say, you see, assuming you guys don't have, how can you be in this community in Anambra, you don't have one of us as your friend, let me get your number, so I've been following up. Anytime this kind of things happen, it's always good to put calls to one of us who help you. I was not telling them that it's based in Lelu, there's nothing that can be done. They are untouchable. It was by way of advice. So Jennifer then insisted to say, okay, if we're going to let go of this one, we want to be sure that these persons are arrested. They said, okay. They took them to their state, the state secretariat, I think, at Oka. They said, okay, these are the guys that are behind counter. Don't worry, we've arrested them, we've prosecuted them, and they're going to jail. You people should just relax. No, don't say anything. The NYSC LGI was there. Said, don't say anything to anybody. Don't worry. In fact, he assisted the security operatives to delete videos, these videos, from their phones. If not that the fact that one of them, Gospel, was fortunate enough was to send these videos to other persons, you understand, before they went to the to that meeting. They had assisted the NYC coordinator, the LGI coordinator, assisted to delete all of these videos. They deleted all the videos, told them that there's nothing they can do about it. They shouldn't worry, that these persons, they've been arrested and they'll be prosecuted. Lo and behold, the next day, these same persons were patrolling the streets. And that was what informed the decision of my client, Jennifer. And a few of them, immediately after their clearance, they've left the city. They left because they told them expressly. One of them, talking to the one making advances to Mona, she told them express that you guys better be careful. Nobody's going to, if you think you're going to make any of us lose our job, we'll come after you. We're a family, we're a unit. We have powers, we have backings and all of those things. And nothing can really happen. This is not the first time this thing has happened. Do you think anybody, those kind of things like that, these people are not from Anambra State. They are not indigent, so they were scared and they left. And since then, nobody reached out. I know one of them was insinuating or alleging that they've been calling the case, not a single person, not from NYC, not from the Agune Chamber Vigilante Group, not from the police. Nobody reached out to them. When we were briefed, we tried even making contact, but it was all, it's just sad. So the idea of them being prosecuted, if not for the fact that this whole thing came to light, to the public, to the media, We're trying to lay low on this whole thing and to see how we can follow this whole thing up. But if I came up to the public, all of those things they're saying, that's not true. That's not true at all. They are not prepared to prosecute. They are not going to prosecute. And of course, that is not the only redress my clients are seeking. Right. There must be consequences for bad behavior. Right, and they would pay damages. My clients are seeking compensatory damages and they will have to pay. All right. The governor will since written petition to the government of Anambra states demanding that this person be prosecuted, who will follow up, and to also ensure compensatory damages. Damages.
Okay, Mr. Honor, I wanted to come to that part where you were making demands. So you maybe because of the interruption, I'll allow you state what exactly you want out of this. One of the questions we threw at the essay to the governor yesterday was the fact that we're having this conversation because there's video evidence. He wanted to argue. I said, no, you allow me land, let me explain. Because if this video was not available, by now it would have been, oh, it happened, it didn't happen, and all of that back and forth. We know how these things play out. But I think the police, without speaking for them, had been having a conversation with the lady, expecting her to come back to Anambra. But I guess she's afraid for her life. Anybody will be afraid, not to talk of a woman in that instant, as far as this is concerned. I've been in a situation as well where I was in a vehicle and the policeman, whether I was drunk or something, this was a very long time ago, say he will shoot and nothing will happen. So we hear also those kinds of rhetorics from some mischievous and disgraceful elements within people who bear arms, who embarrass the institutions that established them. But I want us to walk back a bit. Is she going to, actually, is she done with her service? That's number one question. Have you filed any case in court? Because both the police said they are expecting her. The Agone Chamber, the essay yesterday said they are ready with all the documents that as soon as the lady is ready to press charges, they will go through with it. So has she done with the NYSC? And is she planning to go back? What exactly is the next way forward?
Well, thank you very much. These are really these are valid concerns that are really troubling for, not just for Jennifer, like I said, but there are about 6 others. Jennifer is not done with her service. The others are not done. Maybe just about 2 of them that passed out, I think last month or thereabouts. There is this apprehension of going back to, validly rational fear of going back to Anambra, honestly. You see, I've been on this matter for about over 2 to 3 weeks now with them, and I've been seeing the subtle threats, even from NYSC. I'm sorry to say, but I always have to bring it to the fore. I have to bring it to the fore. Even from NYSC, oh, you don't get to, you're serving, and you don't get to say things, you have to put the service in bad light and all of those things. They are scared. They're not even just scared of coming to Anambra, they are scared even for their service. For some reason, it shouldn't be extended, reprisal attacks and all of those things. They are really, really scared. And for obvious reasons, we've sent out petitions. We've written petitions to the Anambra state governments. The petitions are everywhere. We send down to the Attorney General of the Federation, to Human Rights Commission. We sent everywhere. And we're demanding that this person be prosecuted and this person's, of course, compensatory damages. We gave a timeline as allowed by the law. And after that, we'll take all the necessary steps to ensure, both civil and criminal, to ensure that these persons are not just prosecuted, but of course, the security outfit itself and the persons in charge, which will be the executive governor of Anambra State, will be made to pay this person's compensation. As I said earlier, there must be consequences for bad behavior. It's not enough. It's not just enough to say, oh, we're dismissing them. Oh, please.
Wow, guys. So you heard the lawyer speak there, right? Okay. So here is this professor, this man who is talking. You will know him. Definitely you will know him. So watch what he has to say. And tell me if what he's saying in this very video you're about to watch next makes sense to you. Okay? All right, let's go first.
First and foremost, we obtain statements from the suspects, and equally obtain statements from the coppers. And we told the coppers the next step we were to take, which was to hand them over to police for investigation. However, the coppers, especially this particular one in the video that is trending, with her parents, somebody who called and said he was the father, pleaded with us that for the sensitive nature of that video, that they wouldn't want the matter, they wouldn't want us to hand them over to police for prosecution. And in their own word, that it will go a long way to be against the lady in question, because, as I said, because of the sensitive nature of it. And because there is nowhere, according to them, we can proceed to court to prosecute these people without the evidence. And they wouldn't want the video trending. In fact, they went ahead to plead that any person with the video should delete it. Coming from them, we agreed to that. And there and then, they listed out some of the things they claimed were damaged, including laptop, phones, and other things. And we paid. As I speak to you, they have been on suspension since July. They haven't been receiving salaries. They haven't been on duty. In fact, since July to today, one can describe them as not being members of the security outfit. We kept them within our reach to ensure that, because we told the family that anytime you are ready, you are willing, that we'll take them to court. In further demonstration of our openness and our readiness to be fair to everybody, we are going to take them now, with or without the girl and members of our family. We are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. And this is the essence of bringing them out so that everybody will see them. We are not shielding anybody. Because some people have been insinuating, oh, somebody is trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I said, in further demonstration, that is not what we are doing. And the governor of Anambra said, Mr. Governor Chukwuma Soludo, is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody. The core mandate of this outfit is to complement the federal security agencies in the provision of protection of lives and properties in Anambra State. Our job, our duty is for security of lives and properties of Anambra. We are not here, and everybody, whether Anambra indigenous or anybody living and doing business in Anambra, is protected. Our job is to protect everybody, and we want to assure the Anambra and everybody that once you are in Anambra, Udogachi Agune Chemba is not a group that is set out to intimidate anybody. And we keep calling our people, anytime you see any of our operatives going outside their mandate, please bring the complaints to us. And you can be sure that we are going to handle the matter to your satisfaction.
Whatever may be the offense the young lady have committed, there are better ways to address it, but not to brutalize her. A core member for that matter. Whatever she may have done, if Udogachi as a group knows that they don't have prosecutorial power, the right thing to do was to arrest her like you arrest somebody and hand her over to the police. You can't dehumanize those you are supposed to protect. You can't maltreat those you are supposed to protect. It goes to show in clear terms, because I have said it time and time again, that these people are not trained. You don't take guns and hand over to irresponsible people and ask them to descend on the citizen and deal with them. It is sad and unacceptable. They should be disbanded and trained and properly prepared to be a security outfit. Get them properly educated. Get them properly indoctrinated into the principles of a modern society. It is only at such a time that they can operate. But as at now, they should be disbanded. This is a case one too many.
All right, so now you can see that this happened in July. This July that just passed, July, not as if it happened just like 2 days ago. Just because the video leaked, that's why they are now coming out to do what they call damage control or control damage to fix it, you know. And I don't know why they want to cover up those vigilante guys. Who are these vigilante guys that they want to cover up their mess, the evil they have done? And if you cover it up, then who will be the next victim? And according to people, this is not the first time it has been happening. It has been happening many, many times, swept under the carpet, and they'll tell you nothing will happen. And this time around, they even dared the girls by telling them nothing will happen. We'll deal with you, kill you, rape you, dump your body somewhere. Nothing will happen. That means they could have done it to other people. Many in the past killed them and nobody, know how what happened. And here they are trying to cover up, saying the parents of the girls say they don't want the matter to go to court, they want to secure the girls, whatever, image, privacy, blah, blah, blah. Well, if this girl does not press charge, then I don't know what they're scared of. I don't know. Maybe fear that the girl will be killed, traced and killed, or family eliminated. Then are you now saying the vigilante thing is not a terrorist organization? That when they do evil, you try to speak out, they kill you. So that means they're equally terrorist organization. And why would they be covering them up? Another question. And NYSC have to look into this. Even the NYSC is not even doing anything about it. Their coordinator trying to cover up, asking them to delete videos. There's a problem. What are they trying to cover up? That's the thing. What are they trying to cover up? And it's not high time they abolish the NYSC thing, because as it is now, nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Nowhere is safe. So it's better they abolish it. Look for something else, another program to bring in that will make sense, that will make people to serve in their state where they understand better. Not pushing people to states, places they don't even understand. And look at insecurity everywhere. Some of them being killed, used for rituals, beaten up, disabled. Even some of them on their way going there, they die on the road accidents, claim their lives. Some of them being kidnapped. Terrible things happen to NYSC course members, So it's high time they look into it. But the authorities, the ones at the top, they would not like to abolish it because they know what they gain from it. They make a lot of money from there. So why would they want to let it just go like that? Because they know their job is at risk and they will not be obtaining as usual. You see, I don't know what to say again. The whole thing is traumatizing because that girl was really dealt with, really dealt with, alongside with the other one. So they need to be compensated fully. A lot of money should be given to them. And the man said they have not been paid salary, the vigilante people. Somebody you said is suspended since July. Which one is the salary? As if it happened 8 months, 1 year that you have not paid them salary. And why are you suspending them? You need to charge them, to take them to court so that they'll be jailed for like at least 30, 40 years. Those people are not even, they should not even be allowed to be in the society with normal people. They are brutal. Very, very brutal. Now, wow. And if you leave them to just go just like that, they might go and join the other groups or turn to something else more dangerous. Maybe kidnappers or armed robbers, whichever one. They must want to keep making money now in one way or the other. Even now, especially, they have known how to handle gun. And that's why even if you need to bring in people to do the vigilante work, you need to train them properly. They should be properly trained. Teach them to respect the people that they are working for. Human rights, they should obey it. Not dealing with people that just talk pim. If you just talk and question them, they deal with you. It doesn't make sense. And the same people, when they were just normal people, they will be say, hey, police brutality, soldier brutality, blah, blah, blah. Now look at them. They have given them gun too. They have started misbehaving. You think they will do better. They will start good, but they will end bad. That is how all of them behave. Whether this side or that side. Once you just give them gun, they will start good. People will be praising them. But at a point, they will go radical. Then people will start crying. Because now they are dealing with the people they are supposed to secure. Name it. Is it the police? Is it the army? Vigilantes? All people handling gun in Nigeria. That's how they behave. That's how they behave. Because the court system is not properly working. And they have connections. So the matter just die like that and they threaten you. The police is not doing the job properly to investigate. This is state matter because that girl is government property, NYSC members. So government should take up the case whether the parents like it or not. Government should take up the case so that other vigilantes will learn when they see what happened to these ones, how they have been, when they put them in jail for like 20, 30 years, other vigilantes all over Nigeria will be like, yeah, so if we try this kind of thing next time, they will deal with us like this too. And thank God for social media, because if not, things like this won't be revealed. God will bless that person that did the video and recorded it, you know. So it's all right. So it's good when you see somebody being dealt with by any of these security people, record, because that will help save someone's life, maybe months to come or years to come. Because when it is revealed, some of them start comporting themselves and start behaving well. But God knows, when they drag the people to their station, what they will do to the people in there. Because there's no camera as well. It's the one you see outside, you know. The ones that happen in their station, who knows? You know? So that's why it's good. Let the government plant security cameras everywhere. Everywhere. But will they do it? Because when they do it, it will only expose them themselves. Maybe that's why they don't want to do it. Alright guys, so you tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out of here. I'm Chibai.